be riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a while. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses.
I just landed in Denver. I'm at the airport getting ready to go meet my Uber. It's freezing out here. It's like 40 degrees. It's supposed to be like a really bad snowstorm coming in this weekend. So I'm getting in and getting right the back out because you already know I'm not trying to deal with the weather. Flight coming in was fairly smooth. Somebody got stuck on the plane though, so they had to call the paramedics when we landed. A little bit of a thing on the plane, but other than that, it was a great flight. I hope it's that way home, because y'all know last time it wasn't like that. I told you it was so turbulent, and I hate that because y'all know I don't even like to fly, but I do it for my baby. Okay, I'll give you guys a little flight OOTD color block sweat outfit. This is really a crop top, so I put a shirt under it with the pants and my Colorado boots. That's what I'm calling these. Every time I come to Colorado, it seems like I wear these boots. For the other kids at home, it's an online learning day. So they're at home today, online schooling. My mom is there holding down the fort for me while I'm gone. So it's just a lot going on right now.
I'm Juliet Stanton.
Nice to meet you.
Look amazing. Son you have.
Oh, my honey.
And this is when we was getting a taxi.
We're getting a taxi? Is that you and mommy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Give me a kiss. Love you.
Love you too.
Look, we got you some new shoes at the house.
What? Oh, yeah.
And clothes. I got cash, everybody. Say hey to the people.
Hi.
We are headed to the airport to go home and have fun for spring break.
We'll be here in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. That's what the app says. So we're gonna eat some food at the airport because I'm actually also starving. Yeah, I missed my cash so bad. All the kids missed you too. And it's time for a haircut.
What?
Yep. Yeah, I ordered you some stuff. And then I guess you could pick out a toy when we get home, but I'll let you pick it out and I'll order it off Amazon.
Okay.
Here comes the car, so let's go to the airport. Hello, Cassie.
Hello, Mommy. Look at that.
Wow. Remember last time they had the reindeer here before Christmas? Okay, let's see what we want to eat for breakfast / lunch. So we are now at the airport.
Yep.
We're getting ready to fly home. We have some time to kill. We have like literally 2 hours. 2 whole hours before our flight leaves. So we're gonna get some food. We're at Einstein Bagels right now, and there is a long ass line, like literally, look how long it is. Long line for Einstein Bagels, but you know what? I haven't had Einstein in a minute and I really want one. I hope you guys can hear me because it's loud over here. But that's what we're doing right now. I can't wait to eat something and then get home because I don't really like traveling like that. Like, not this type of travel where I'm like using a plane as a car, like I'm going up the street. I don't like this type of travel. It's draining. But anyway, we'll talk more when we get to our gate. Bye.
Bye.
Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment.
We are at the gate now. A gate, not our gate. Our gate is completely full over there. And this is why I love my city. There's somebody over there playing the guitar and singing songs. He works for the airport, and he's also at the same time giving everybody their flight protocols. It's so cute, but you hear it. They over there turning up over there, okay? We'll probably go over there and turn up in a little bit, but I want to eat, and I don't want to eat and have my mask off around a lot of people.
Oh, nice.
Got some pepperoni pizza bagels here. That's what we're doing here. We're kind of using this as a table. I sanitized it as best I could. Ash got the pizza bagel, as you guys saw, and I got, yummy, a green chili bagel with turkey, bacon, tomato, cheese, lettuce, and cream cheese. So good. You like yours?
And our airplane is almost here.
Yeah. Calling the kids really quickly. We're waiting on the airplane now. We're about ready to go home.
Okay.
We'll be there in a little bit.
I'm watching.
Oh, you're watching what?
I think it's called.
He's watching a little movie here. Cannot wait to get home. Tired, exhausted, all of that. Finally got my baby. Got my baby back, baby back, baby back. He can't hear me.
Huh?
Nothing, go ahead. Alright guys, so we finally made it back
To Texas.
We're in Texas. We're about to go home.
And I cannot breathe in this mask.
I cannot breathe. We're both complaining. I think we've been in our masks for so long. I think we're both ready to. Feels like at this point I'm breathing mask and no air. Flight was smooth. I'm so grateful. I chose a different airline coming back this time, and we flew Southwest, and I really liked it. But I'll tell you guys more about that when we get home. So right now, we're just following the signs to ground transportation so we can get on out of here.
Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay a moment, man. I know you're hiding behind that pretty brown face. I see you climbing. Been trying to find your way. Let's see you smiling. Since we were stuck in LA,
okay, I always wanted to capture this part of us getting out of the car and the kids seeing him, because they react the same way every single time, and I never catch it. But this time, I'm gonna catch it.
Hi.
jump the rooftop and come watch.
I am finally relaxing. I have a glass of, this is actually a little vodka with a little bit of Sprite and lemonade, like my favorite drink. To relax my nerves. Flying is not my favoriteest thing to do in the world, although my flights were very smooth today. I thank God for that. As long as my flights are smooth, I'm good. If my flights are at all turbulent, I am not good. Plus, I was anxious about there's a big storm rolling into Colorado, and I had heard some reports of people saying Thursday, and I was like, oh my God, please don't let it be Thursday. Really quickly, I wanted to go ahead and just go over some things for people who don't know. I know I have a lot of new subscribers who don't really know what's going on or why I make these trips or things like that, and then kind of just talk about how I feel. Those of you guys who are new to my channel, I do have 9 children. I always label all of my titles to my channel, my videos, 9 children, because I will always claim my son out. I mean, that's my son. I birthed him from my body. He's my child, so he is included even when he's not here. However, he does live with his dad during the school year. I get him summers and holidays, and if anytime that I'm in Colorado when I want to have him, I have open access to have him. If I were to move back to Colorado, our parenting agreement would probably completely change. However, it's just not feasible right now. That's kind of like the the brief overview of my parenting agreement and how that works. So that means I travel to get cash several times a year. Every time that it's time for me to have him, I go and get him, pick him up, and bring him back to me. And every time it's time for his dad to pick him up, he flies out, picks him up, and he takes him back. It's been like that ever since we got our court order, and that's probably how it will be until we get everything revised. Although as the years have gone by, it's gotten easier. Try to make peace with the fact that this is what it is right now. The more I think about it, the more I realize just how difficult it is to be like in a such, for lack of a better word, a non-custodial parent. Even though I don't like saying I'm a non-custodial parent, because I still have custody over him. We just share our custody, and his primary residence a majority of the time is just not with me. And I have to put it like that because any other way makes it seem like there's a reason why he got snatched from my house or something like that, like I was a bad mom to him or something like that, which is not the case at all. I would have to go back and watch my whole process, but you know, I made the mistake of thinking that I could go in, walk into a courtroom, and because that is my son and I am his mother and I have no, you know, negative history or anything like that. What was he, 3, or he was like 3 at the time? I made the mistake thinking that I was going to win just off the strength, you know, and that his dad had no chance even with a lawyer. And that really wasn't the case because I couldn't afford the lawyer that I wanted. That was like $10,000. I decided I could represent myself because it's logic, right? You're not going to take a small child from his mother for no good reason just because his dad doesn't want him to be in another state. Get over that. You know, I did not win, and I feel like it was honestly because I did not have an attorney. So anybody who ever contacts me and talks about, you know, these types of situations, I always push and say, get an attorney, get an attorney, get an attorney. It is like almost the most important thing to do when you're talking about family law cases. Like, please get an attorney, you guys. Okay, don't be like me. Get you an attorney. Okay, story short, this is where we're at now, and I just have to say that it's been a couple of years, and I can say that it is the hardest thing to ever have to do. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. You guys know how well involved I am with my kids, how much I am into my kids and do things with the kids and plan activities, and we have little parties, and it breaks my heart that we have to talk to him and tell him like that he's missing these things. We make the best of the time that we get when he's here, but during the year when he's not here and he's missing out on our cute little Valentine's parties or our Halloween stuff, it really, or even if it's something simple as a movie night, that stuff is really, really hard. So I really do feel for parents who are like myself, who have a child that does not live in the house with them, but they still do their absolute everything for them. Like, I still go and get him on a regular basis. We still talk, you know, on a consistent basis. I keep up with my son like he's in my house, but he's not. You see what I'm saying? And it's harder to be a mother because my son is not here for me to mother him, but I try my best. I do the best that I can. And so I have a respect for other parents, whether you're male or female, because I know I feel like I got the male end of the stick when it comes to this situation. So I feel like, you know, if I was a guy, I kind of feel like I'm being treated like the man, you know, and I hate to say that, but it's basically what it was. I really feel for you guys, and my best advice is this: just to try to keep it cordial. I'd say the first year was really, really hard for me because I went from being a full-time mom to being a part-time mom, and that was like really like somebody literally cut my heart out and just threw it in a blender and blended it up. Like, and I felt like a bad mother for a majority of that year. I went through a lot. You guys did not see that on camera, but I went through a lot. Not to dive into those old feelings, because I pride myself on being strong and moving forward, and just, if you don't like something, change it, and if you can't, just be positive about what you have right now. So that's where I'm trying to be at right now, and I feel like I've grown a lot. But like I said, me and his dad have come to a better co-parenting relationship, so it's not as forced or as strenuous as it once was, where it was like, oh my gosh, pulling teeth coming to agreements just outside of our actual court order. Our court order was very basic and it left a lot of important things out, and I feel like leaving us to work with those things that weren't outlined in the parenting agreement, it was just like, I'm never gonna get what I want. So that was very difficult. So I feel like now we've come to a place where I've had to bend a lot, but I feel like I don't have to bend as much anymore. We kind of have gotten into a really good groove to where it's like, okay, you're gonna pick him up this, you're gonna pick him up then, blah, 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 give me this time, give me that time. So we're kind of getting more comfortable with it. So I would say if this is you and you're going through it, just hang in there, do the best that you can. And it, like all things, it will get better with time. And it doesn't always seem like that up front, because I felt the same way. And you may feel like you've lost or that you have failed your child. But let me tell you, if you are doing the best that you can do as far as phone calls and flying out to see them and showing up and not making excuses, then your child's going to know that at the end of the day. And it's going to matter and it's going to still count. And that's what I find my peace in with this situation, is that at the end of the day, my son knows that I love him. He knows that I will show up for him. I don't make any excuses. I hate flying, and you know, I got some things going on right now that I can't tell you guys about, but when I do share that with you guys, it'll make sense. But you know, I have other things going on sometimes that make me like, oh my gosh, like, but you still have to show up for your kids and be there and do what you have to do for them. So you know, just continue to be the best parent that you can be, and everything will fall into place. Give my little 2 cents on being like, and I hate saying a non-custodial, but having a child that's not in the house with you on a regular basis. And I have to say this again, it doesn't make you a bad parent, but in order to save my peace, I don't argue with people anymore about it. It's like, if I'm a bad mom, if you think that, that's fine, that's okay. But at the end of the day, I show up and show out for mines. Okay, at the end of the day, that's what I got to do for me and mine, to make sure that my son knows, like, I know who his teachers are, I know what's going on at school. You know, I'm constantly on his dad's neck, like, make sure you keep me in the loop with everything that's going on everywhere. If he gets in trouble, I want to hear about it. If he's got a new assignment or new whatever, I want to hear about it. If there's something he's struggling with, I want to be the first to know about it, you know, as well as talking to Cash all the time and then getting him as much as I can. And sometimes, even when it's not my time to have him, I will still fly out and spend time with him, whether it be a weekend or just 2 days or whatever, just so I can come and say, hey, love you, and he could have my presence. I'm going to always show up and show out for mine. So that's why there is no excuse for any man or woman to not do the utmost for their children in or outside of the house. I just don't accept it. I don't believe in any of that, because if I can make it happen, that I know everybody can, you know, with 8 children at home. Okay, so anyway, Cash is here. He's playing. He's having a good time with his siblings. I'm about to eat some seafood. Everybody wanted McDonald's for dinner, so that's what they got. I wasn't about to cook. I'm about to eat some juicy crab and just chill, relax, finish my drink, edit this vlog for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna try to get caught up. I know I'm a little bit behind, but yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this vlog. I really appreciate you guys rocking with your girl through everything that I've ever been through on this channel. I love you guys for rocking with your girl. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and please consider subscribing. Hit a like for your girl, because it's what? It's free and it don't cost you nothing. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.
Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment to give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me.